Welcome to the life and times of Richard Lewis, a name that is synonymous with acerbic wit and dark humor. Rising from the comedy clubs of the 1970s and 80s, Richard Lewis etched his mark on the world of stand-up comedy, movies, and TV shows. Born on June 29, 1947 in Brooklyn, New York, Lewis was destined for a life in comedy. His upbringing, filled with emotional turmoil, fueled his humor, turning his personal experiences into comedic gold. Lewis was not afraid to bring his personal struggles into the spotlight, openly discussing his battles with alcohol, drugs, and depression. His stand-up career took off in the 70s and 80s, establishing him as one of the most recognized names in comedy. Known for his sarcastic wit and world-weary humor, Lewis resonated with audiences, reflecting the urban malaise of the times. His comedic genius wasn't confined to the stage. Lewis shone in movies like Robin Hood Men in Tights, and made a memorable appearance as himself in HBO's Curb Your Enthusiasm. He even lent his voice to popular animated series like The Simpsons and BoJack Horseman, imprinting his humor onto a new generation of fans. In the midst of his thriving career, Lewis found the strength to overcome his personal battles. He achieved sobriety in the mid-90s and penned his experiences in a memoir titled The Other Great Depression: How I'm Overcoming, on a Daily Basis, at least 1 million addictions and dysfunctions, and finding a spiritual, sometimes, life. Later in life, Lewis faced a series of health challenges and injuries. Despite these setbacks, his spirit remained unbroken. In 2023, he announced his Parkinson's diagnosis, vowing to continue writing and acting for as long as he could. On February 27, 2024, Richard Lewis passed away at his home in Los Angeles, leaving behind a legacy of laughter, resilience, and authenticity. His contributions to the comedy and acting industry are immeasurable, and his influence will be felt for generations to come. In the words of Richard Lewis, "I'm a recovered drunk who happens to have Parkinson's, but I'm a comedian and an actor and an author and a writer, so I just own it and I wear it that way." And that's how we'll remember him, a man who owned his story and wore it with pride. Here's to Richard Lewis, a comedic legend who made the world a funnier place. Rest in peace, Richard. You will be missed.